What up, family? This your man Jeff. Welcome back to my channel, Food Delivery Guru. All right, y'all. So this video is going to be specifically for El Paso. Okay, so if you are out here in El Paso, or maybe thinking of coming to El Paso, maybe you want to know where the best areas to be at if you're doing gig work. Maybe you want to know what gigs are available. What's the best gigs to work out here? I'm going to try to get into all of that. So be prepared. Have a pen and paper. Let's get to it. All right, so first things first, if you are going to do gigs out here in El Paso, you definitely want to get a military base pass. Okay, this is a military town. You definitely want to get a base pass. Okay, if you're not familiar with the base pass, or you don't know where to get a base pass, the one area that I know, and that's where I get my base pass, is right by the airport. They have a gate, Buffalo Soldier with the welcome place, and you can go in there, give them your ID, but you have to have an active order. Okay, going on base, if you have an active order, you can't have no felonies or none of that stuff, but you need to have an active order on some platform, and they will give you a base pass. Okay, eventually, once you keep renewing your base pass, you can get up to 6 months to a year on a base pass. Okay, now with that being said, Uber Eats and DoorDash, the top two companies. All right, you want to definitely have both of those. Okay, yes, you will get bombarded with a lot of crappy BS orders. You got to be very, very patient. If you are taking $2, $3, $4, even $5 orders, okay, you will fail. Okay, you will get frustrated, because eventually the money that you're making and the money that you are losing, that is going to catch up with you. Okay, you have to take orders that are profitable. I don't know how many YouTubers, including myself, have been trying to educate drivers on stop taking the BS orders, and I see it all the time. I'll see trip advisors, or whatever they call that, or that pops up on Uber Eats, and I'll see them for $3 and they'll be gone in a second. Whoa, what the hell? So you got to be patient. Okay, be very, very patient. Wait for the good orders to come in that are going to be profitable for you. Typically, on an average, you should be looking at taking orders that are at least paying you $1 a mile. Okay, and there will be criterias with that, but I'm just going to stick with that. Okay, the next company that doesn't have a wait list that you want to sign up for is Favor. Okay, Favor is a Texas-based company. Favor does have some decent promos that they run. They have a morning promo, and then they have an evening promo that they run. And, you know, they guarantee you a certain amount if you do 4 or 5 orders, okay, within that morning frame or that evening frame. But the problem with Favor is you will have to do a lot of ordering. If you don't mind ordering and you're trying to get their bonuses, Favor can be a very profitable app. Okay, I just don't like ordering. I like my food to be ready, and I like to grab it and go. Okay, now one of my biggest tips on Favor is $45. Yes, I did have to wait for that order, and it did take about 45 minutes to an hour, but I knew I was going to get tipped well, and that's why I did it. Okay, but Favor can be a very profitable app, so you definitely want to have that one in your arsenal. Okay. The next app out here that you want to download is Roadie. Okay, now some folks like Roadie, some folks don't like Roadie. I happen to like Roadie for one specific reason, and that is because you can grab multiple orders. You can grab a Home Depot, a Best Buy, a Bed Bath & Beyond. They don't have that's going out of business, but you know, you can grab multiple orders, all going in the same direction. And if you get them, you're going to get paid for them. It limits the miles you're going to drive, and you can get paid for them all. So that is one very good positive point about Roadie. But yes, Roadie is getting crappy. They have lowered a lot of their payouts on the app. And then El Paso isn't really that busy with Roadie. Okay, I see a lot of the multiple batches that pop up for Best Buy, and they can be anywhere from 5 to 10 deliveries, and they go like 75 miles paying $30. Really? No. So yeah, Roadie, no wait. You can definitely sign up for that. The next app that is available out here in El Paso is Deliver That. Okay, Deliver That is an excellent app. Okay, average payout on Deliver That is about $30. Okay, and all their deliveries you can get done in less than an hour. Okay, you must have catering bags to be approved on Deliver That. Okay, you either have to buy their own or show and prove that you have your own delivery bags. Okay, so they're not that busy out here. A lot of the orders that we get out here in El Paso are spillovers from Easy Cater, things like that. But when you can grab one, it's going to pay well. So I've done about 7 to 8 orders, and I'm averaging about $35 per order on all the orders that I've done. Okay, I just did 2 the other day, $65. I got both of those orders done in less than an hour because they were literally back to back. Okay, so Deliver That, excellent app to be on. Anybody will tell you that it's on Deliver That. It's an excellent app. Now, I will say that when orders pop up on Deliver That, you got about 5 seconds to grab that order. I mean, I'm talking about, like, you got to be available. You can't even look at where it's going, or none of that. You just got to grab it, okay? Like I said, 5 seconds. If you ain't grabbing it, you ain't going to get it, and you're going to get frustrated, okay? So, enough with that. The next one out here that is available is Draver, okay? Draver was recommended by one of my subscribers, ready to go. And, you know, unfortunately, for me, it took about 2 months to get vetted on Draver before they actually accepted me on the app, okay? There was nothing out here in El Paso. Not one Draver popped up in like 4 months, 5 months, okay? Then they got a Penske contract. So I've done a couple of Dravers, like I said, and it's only with Penske. Those are the only ones I've ever seen out here in El Paso. I've taken 16-foot box trucks with car carriers, taking them to New Mexico, dropped off the car carriers. Maybe they send me back in another truck, but it's a flat base pay. You don't have to worry about buying gas or any of that stuff. But even if you did, you're still going to get reimbursed by Draver. But that's what they have out here. They have the Penske Dravers, okay? Now, those pay on an average of $20 to $22 an hour. So if you don't have a problem, you know, hopping in a 16-foot truck or whatever Penske truck they're going to give you to do whatever you got to do, and you're going to be on the road for anywhere from 3 to 8 hours, yeah, that's what you're going to make, okay? If you don't have a problem with that, hey, take them Dravers all day long. I just don't like doing them. I wanted to get my feet wet. If you don't do Dravers and you're on their app, when it comes time for them to do a background check again, they may want you to pay. It says it in the app, so just be aware of that, okay? Obviously, the next app that is available out here is Lyft, okay? Now, I do Lyft when they do have very good incentives, but I just have a problem picking up people. Lyft pays like literally less than 50 cents a mile. I have a problem for picking up people for $2.55 and all that. Now, if they do have some good incentive, man, jump on them. But I don't do Lyft all that often. Like I said, I'll do Lyft when they have incentives. But if you choose to do Lyft, you definitely want to make sure, especially now that Lyft has added the airport, some of the, when the planes come in. But even before they even did that on the app, which was recent, I was checking the El Paso, if it's slow or something, and you check and you see a plane coming in with 500 people, you might want to turn on Lyft and go hit the queue in the airport, okay? So that's Lyft. Uber rides, I don't do Uber rides, but I know there's no wait list. I do believe in Texas, maybe just in general, you got to have a little bit more insurance to do Uber rides. They did not approve me because I just got the standard base insurance for Texas. Lyft did, Uber rides didn't. So you might want to check into that. I didn't want to pay anything extra, okay? With that being said, if I didn't mention the app, that means there's a wait list, okay? So what apps are on the wait list that you should be signing up for? You should be signing up for Grubhub. Wait list, unfortunately. One of the best apps out here in El Paso, Spark, okay? Doing the Walmart deliveries, okay? Them drivers don't want to give that up because they make good money, okay? I've been on the wait list for Spark for almost a year, okay? There's a wait list for Instacart. So if you're not on Instacart and you want to sign up for Instacart or Ship Shopper, those got wait lists out here in El Paso. So good luck with getting on those. I don't like doing shopping anyway, so I don't really care. You have Point Pickup. There is a wait list for Point Pickup. GoPuff. I'm not sure about GoPuff. I'm on Go. I was on GoPuff in Arizona, but I don't even turn on the app because, you know, I had such a bad experience with GoPuff in Arizona that I ain't even looking at that. But I do believe GoPuff is available out here, so you can try GoPuff. But yeah, I don't even turn on GoPuff. So with that being said, if I didn't mention the app, that means that app is probably not in this area, and things do change. And there are apps out here that I am not familiar with. Okay, like I wasn't familiar with Draver, I wasn't familiar with Deliver That. These apps were all recommended by, you know, you guys that have watched my videos and said, hey, you should check this app out. Okay, I'm killing it with this app. All right, so I'm not familiar with everything. I'm out here doing my thing, and I don't have time to really be looking at a bunch of apps anyway, because I can make money with the apps that I have. Okay, so where's the best areas to be out here in El Paso? Man, let's just keep it real. All right, the best areas to be if you're doing food delivery out here, the number one area for me is the Fountains Mall, right across from Sila Vista Mall. Okay, this is where I hang out. This is where I charge my vehicles. You can pretty much kick it around here all day and get orders. Okay, now yes, it is very slow in El Paso. All right, it's not like, you know, some of the other busy cities, but the Fountains Mall, pretty much all day you can kick it. You can get breakfast orders, lunch, and dinner orders all day. All right, the next spot, if you're on the east side, George Dieter, and close to the freeway, 10 freeway, and then you have Montwood, Zaragoza, and Joe Battle area. Excellent area, especially during dinner time. Okay, so I got to go up order, y'all. So yeah, the Montwood, Zaragoza, and Joe Battle area, tons of restaurants over there. Now, not too much of a breakfast hotspot. A lot of people, there's a lot of new development and stuff over there, and a lot of people are going to work, so they ain't at home. But for lunch, you can do pretty decent over there, and dinner time, you can kill it over there. The only problem with that is, like I said, a lot of new construction, a lot of building, a lot of roads being built, so you got a lot of delays, and then realize that during dinner time, everybody's coming home from work, and it's a ton of traffic. So you be lucky if you get 2 orders done in an hour, okay? So definitely during dinner time, if you do choose to be over there, you want to be taking very good orders that are paying well, okay? Be patient. They will come through, all right? Now, if you're on the west side, and I mean all the way on the west side, the best areas to be, Mesa Boulevard, pretty much from the university all the way up to Sunland, maybe a little bit past Sunland, but that's Sunland Boulevard and Mesa area. There's tons of restaurants, high-end restaurants, Red Lobster, all that different type stuff. So tons of restaurants. That area, if you are working the east side, you pretty much can be on there from, you know, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Very good area to be in. Unfortunately, I just don't live over there. For me, that's about a 10 to 15 mile drive from where I am. So unless I get something like a roadie or something that's taking me in that direction, you know, then I'll, you know, work that area. But typically, like I said, I am by the Fountains Mall, typically sitting in the parking lot. There's a bunch of us that will sit out there up by Best Buy, and, you know, we be chilling, and we'll be having our Uber app on, and we'll decline order, then the next person will get it, and then the next person will get it. So yeah, you know, come join us if you want to hang out. So those are the best areas to be. Those are the apps that are available. There are the apps that are on wait list. If you, like I said, if you know something that I haven't mentioned, put it in the comments below, okay? I am not, you know, familiar with everything that's out there, okay? Now, to be honest with everybody really quick, I don't do a lot of gig anymore, okay? There are too many businesses out here, flower shops, cake shops, other places that are looking for delivery. People, they don't want to go through these apps. They don't want to use these companies because these companies charge them way too much money, okay? If you are a people person, all right, and you know how to present yourself well, you can grab some of these companies. Now, I have one company that I work with, but they have 2 locations, one on the east side and one on the west side. on an average, a medium day, I make about $150, and I can do whatever orders I have in less than 3 hours. Okay. Now, on a slow day, maybe 70, 80 bucks. Okay. On a busy day, like a holiday, Mother's Day, instant Mother Day, I had 29 deliveries. That was 290 bucks. And I did that in 4.5 hours, 290 bucks, y'all. And they paid me cash. They write me a check from their business account every single week. So there's tons of businesses out here in El Paso that would love, if you are, you know, aware of your surroundings and you are looking at these businesses, you will notice that there are certain times during the day or the week that they are crazy busy. And if you present yourself, meet the manager, maybe meet the owner, things like that, maybe you can drum up some business for yourself and maybe just deliver for them. Okay. You know, if you're doing maybe a burrito place, there's tons of Mexican restaurants out here that do very, very well. Certain times during the day, maybe you get you a hot box, or maybe you have them invest in the hot box, and maybe you just do deliveries for them. Okay. Way more profitable than doing a gig. Okay. You got your own thing that you're doing, and you working, getting deliveries from them and making your own money. Okay. So that's where I'm headed. I'm working with this company right now to do, to pick up deliveries for myself, so it's more profitable, guaranteed delivery, last minute delivery, things like that, so that things are more profitable for me. I expect, and we're going to be doing a lot of fundraisers for schools with this business, and those are all going to be deliveries. Okay, so I'm looking at here, when school gets started again back in, you know, in August or so, I'm looking at probably doing at least, bare minimum, at least $400 to $500 a day just in deliveries for both stores. Okay, so the money is easy to be made out here. Okay, and if, like I said, if you're on your game, you'll notice this stuff, and just present yourself with that professionalism and start knowing people, getting to know people, create your contacts, and then you can start making your own money, and then you can get the heck off these gigs if that's what you choose to do. So anyway, y'all, I don't have nothing else for you. I'm gonna go hop on this little freaking $10 Grubhub order, which is 3.5 miles. And with that being said, I ain't got nothing else for you. As I always say, drive safe out there, make that money.